first thing, I recovered my ICEx fees in like almost 2 months. So even before I completed my 3 months of ICEx training, I have recovered my money. So one thing is definitely you will recover your money.
Yeah, hi everyone. Welcome to another case study of ICEx. In this case study, we have Mahek Dhingra, who is a diabetes educator, and she was able to achieve 2.29 thousand, 2,29,000 in just 2 months. Let's understand their secret and how they were able to do so that you can replicate their system and achieve your dreams. So now, hi Mahek, congratulations. It is really nice to have you with us.
Hi Pragya, thank you so much. It is my honor to be here.
We are really excited to have you here. So let's start with you. We would like to know for our viewers, like who are you, what you do, in your background. So can we?
Yeah, sure. So hi everyone, I am Mahek. I am a diabetes educator. So what is diabetes educator? I know it is very new to a lot of people. So basically, giving medication is doctor's role, but in diabetes is a lifestyle disorder. There are a lot of other changes also we have to make in our lifestyle so that it doesn't impact our everyday living. I am a certified diabetes educator, and my role is to help people manage diabetes effectively. And my prime focus is on type 1 diabetes. Type 1 diabetes is an autoimmune condition where your own body attacks your own beta cells and your body stops producing insulin. It's not same as regular diabetes that we see in every household. So it's different. That is why it requires proper education to deal with it. And that's what I started in India. I started a course on diabetes education. I was inspired to do a proper course like coaches. Bringing that system was little difficult, but yes, definitely interesting to get that in India.
That's lovely. That's actually impressive. But why did you pick this? Like, why did you pick this niche only as your business?
Great. Thank you so much for asking that question. So I am myself type 1 diabetic. I was diagnosed at the age of 15 years and I've struggled a lot to manage diabetes. Because yes, at that time we didn't had many coaches or guides to help us with the education system. So we had doctors definitely, but Indian medical system, the doctors don't have enough time to spend on one patient because of certain restrictions that they face or limitations that they face. It was very difficult to manage my own diabetes, struggling and understanding everything on my own. When I started reading and getting results, one of my doctors only told me that, Mehak, why don't you do it professionally? And being from a background, I'm from an arts background, so I am actually I'm masters in law. So doing something in the field of science was very difficult because everybody was rejecting me. But thankfully one institute accepted my application and I started learning diabetes education. From there onwards my journey has been different. First I got results for myself, so it is all about self learning and then applying it to the people.
It is actually true. I'm really happy that you are sharing your experience because you have faced it on your own. You understand the shortcoming, the problem a person faced. So it's really nice. So may we know that what was your life and working before you joined ICE? Like what was it all about?
So initially, when you start coaching, there is a certain set of pattern that everybody starts, that okay, let's do free webinar, let's enroll people in the course, lifetime course. But from the word go, I had decided lifetime is not an option in my case. So I started with a 3-month course, but I didn't had the courage to tell people that okay, 3 months are over, go and done with it. And I started at a very low price. I started at low price. So it was very difficult to get clients and create a certain structure so that I can also grow as an individual. Though the course was going good, but I would see that my growth has stopped. I was not growing as an individual. The days were not challenging. So we were just living through it. After coming to ICEx, yes, I see that now every day is a different challenge where I'm growing individually. I'm learning. I realize that where I lack, what I need to work on. So earlier I was going with the education system. Now I'm growing with the education system.
That's really impressive. That's actually a very good statement you have just shared with us. Um, what was your first experience, if I would like to know, about Internet Coaching Empire, about ICE? And how did you
So,
find out about Himanshu?
so I met Himanshu in one of the meetings.
Okay.
It was an informal group meeting of my friends, and Himanshu was there. So he was just sharing about how different things work. And one thing he said that struck me, he said that never we all are working on creating communities, but why are not we all working on creating ecosystems? And that is something that stood with me from that day onwards. And I told him there only that, Himanshu, I'm going to create an ecosystem in diabetes. And from there onwards, I have been following him and his journey. I took time, obviously, to join the course. I was doing Jeetu's course. I was learning from Jeetu on Instagram marketing and content creation. And after doing the 2 days program, third day when Himanshu came, I thought that, okay, it is universe signal that again and again it is sending me to Himanshu only. So why not start this course? And obviously, the funnel he was showing was very different from the regular funnels that people are practicing. So I wanted to give it a try. I knew it was a different challenge I'm putting myself in, but the way he said was very convincing. That is how I came into the program.
But change is not easy, right? Change actually put you in an uncomfortable position. So how did you go through this change? Like, how did you feel when you were going through the changes? Because I remember again and again changes happening in funnel, more suggestion, more work. So how did you manage with that?
So I'll tell you, change is still happening. Every day I look back and I see that I am so occupied because it's not just client meetings. Uh, every day I have to see, okay, this funnel, okay, now what next funnel? Okay, like Himanshu once told me that you have to create multiple streams of funnel all coming towards you. So we are constantly changing and understanding that, okay, this is working, this funnel is working, this is set. Okay, what other thing we can do? So that one thing doesn't die down for you. So change is still happening. Change was very difficult. First was suddenly my own audience was shocked when I said that, okay, no more low cost selling. I will be going for high price selling, high ticket selling only. And I closed my program, which I was literally giving for free, almost free. The program was for 3 months, and I let people be there for more than 1 year. For
Oh,
me, it was just letting the community stay, but I was not understanding the toll it was causing me on my mental health, because I know I was just giving, and you cannot keep giving from an empty cup. If there is no money in the company, then the company won't survive. So I had to take a very tough call when I told my entire community that, okay, we'll not have any more of these sessions, weekly sessions, and I'm going to create the cohort system that you introduced me. That cohort system was game changing for me. The entire idea created such a different notion, and I'm now able to understand my audience to the I can say I can just pinpoint and tell, okay, this is my target audience. Because when we started doing cohort, okay, if you are going and doing a webinar, out of those 5 people and you are converting, and then again I did a webinar and exact same audience I converted in the next one also. So it kept telling me that, okay, now my understanding of the things are changing. So
that
change is difficult. Yeah, definitely. It was, I was growing throughout this change. I was learning more.
that's really nice because that's what change is uncomfortable, but then it set you on a right path. But which
Right.
tools and templates in the ICEx course you loved the most? Like those were like aha moment for you that, oh, finally I'm understanding where I was doing, what I was doing wrong. What were the tool and templates? Would you like to share with us?
So more than tool and template, Pragya, it was you for me. So
Thank you so much.
it
That's really
was
nice. Thank you.
it was every time coming to you and telling that, okay, Pragya, this is where I'm stuck, and you would say, okay, Meg, this video you have to watch, and this is the thing you have to do. So trust me, more than, obviously, all the tools are amazing. When I went and sat on the purple sheet creation, when I did the questions, what problems and fears my client face, all of them are very good. And in fact, you know what now I have done? I told my team that you also have to do all the sheets again with me, because sometimes I am thinking in one direction, but the my team is thinking in another direction. So I wanted all of them to do all the sheets, which is very good. But a good mentor is way more valuable. So for me, it was you more than anything.
Thank you so much, Mahek. It means a world to me. Here, business coaches really would like to put in all their hard, you can say, efforts to make sure that you people are getting the result. Sometimes things don't go as planned because people don't vibe together or they don't listen together. But as a person, you were always with a very open ears. You were always there to understand that, okay, fine, if somebody is telling, you have to bring that change. So it's also about you as a person, which actually helped you where you are right now. So now we
Right.
would like to even understand. There was a time when you said you were charging pretty low and you were there for 1 month here helping your community. Now, what made you also charge high ticket, not your earlier price? And how can someone watching this video can also charge high ticket? Like, what are the things which really made you think twice for what you are doing right now? What was that trigger point?
So I'll tell you one thing that was honestly happening, irrespective of being a coach. We don't share it, but I want to share it honestly. See, I was happy because I was helping people, but inside me, I knew I was not earning anything. So I was just happy. We can say that I was showing that I am happy, but every time I would sit and say, yeah, money is not coming, money is not coming. And then I realized that if this will keep growing inside me, this negativity will transfer to my own or client only on my own community. So I had to stop. And everybody around me, you, my life coach, everybody around me, they told me that, Mehek, you are doing injustice to yourself. I really didn't want to charge a high ticket because I was very emotional for the cause that I'm working at. But I was not able to understand that emotions will not run the company. So one day I had to take that call that, okay, high ticket is the only thing. So when I decided that I'll go for high ticket, I first went for high ticket. I tried what is happening. I gave 3 months, I think I was doing one-on-one high ticket, and one-on-one was giving results. But again, I was realizing that one-on-one is, I'm narrowing down my ability to create an impact, because one-on-one is too much of efforts. And then you came up with the idea of cohort, and suddenly I realized, yeah, that yes, that's what I need. I can charge high ticket also. It will be in a small group, so people will get the value of one-on-one also, and I'll be doing justice to my audience. So what what was more important, like you said, before you charge anything, the amount should resonate with you. In last call only, you told me that the amount should resonate with you, and it should have come within your heart that yes, I'm charging this and I can charge this. So after doing 2 or 3 discussions with you on that amount, first discussion was that we'll go from 5 to 7.5 and let that work. But then you suddenly, in the second call only, you said that let's start with cohort. So the moment you said, and that amount, I think it stuck with me. So first is knowing that yes, what you are going to give is valuable. And that came from my community. When I went and I asked my community that how much are you willing to pay for whatever I have taught, they all said, the reviews I got told me that what I'm charging was nothing. So that definitely helped me further to increase the price. So one is obviously your coach's trust in you. Second is your own inner feeling that yes, you can charge that. And third is your community, the review of how you have been teaching. These 3 things were very valuable to me.
Rightly said. Actually, you know what's happening? People don't understand. See, being money minded and being money conscious are two different things. And I always say, value yourself first, because once you start valuing your own self, people around you will start valuing you. Never
True.
undervalue yourself. And Mehak, you being such a nice educator in diabetes, the day one you met me with all those things, the understanding about diabetes, because it helps you understand that yes, you know the knowledge and you deserve to be in a better place. I'm really happy that you are able to do it. We would like to understand what are the process to get customer you are growing as well, like how they are getting, what are you working on right now, like how's everything going on right now, what are your people getting, how you have changed, bring changes in the community. Did you do something?
Yeah, definitely. So first, obviously, ebook. ebook was amazing. I wrote the ebook, but I was not confident that people will like it because maybe I've read so many books on diabetes that I was never able to come to a perfect ebook. So when I wrote my first ebook and I showed it to you and you said it's good, and I was little cautious about launching it. So every time I would go back and I would ask people, did you read the ebook? How did you find it? And I was surprised people were loving it. And
That's
I got so positive reviews on ebook. Somewhere I think giving good ebook also stops people from coming to you because you are giving a very good ebook to them. But instead of thinking that they were not coming to me, I actually found a loyal clientele in them, because that now the name was retained to them, that okay, if there is any problem, we can go back to her. So one ebook funnel was very good. Second thing, like the second funnel that you told me is one-to-one call booking that I'm working on. Also, you told me to give bonuses in ebook. So all these changes when I was doing, obviously I was communicating it to my community also, that these are the things that I'll be doing. And I decided that people who have already paid me, I'll give them the ebook for free just so that I can maintain that relation.
that.
So the first life-changing thing that was for me was the ebook funnel.
Yes.
So going from free to paid funnel. So earlier I was, though I was not running very active ads, but whatever ads I was running, it was all free. And then came the paid funnel where I was charging them to even talk to me. I've done free one-to-ones, like so many of them. Now I'm charging them to even talk to me. So yes, that was a change. And to my surprise, my community accepted that because they realized that I'm a professional.
Yes,
And
exactly.
that value maybe they realized, but I didn't realize. So now even I realize that yes, I'm a professional and I have the right to charge.
That's
So
lovely. So now what are the results your community is getting? Would you like to share? Like what are the results
sure,
your clients are getting? Would you like to share with us?
definitely. So things that were happening with my community was, what we were working was to improve their blood sugars, their HbA1c, their lifestyle, and most important thing, like any coach should work on, is the mindset.
Yes.
So obviously my community was getting wonderful results. We saw amazing drop in their HbA1c, that is the test to determine our average blood sugars. But the best thing that I got was messages that I got from my mothers, like different mothers that were in my community, because their kids have diabetes. So one of the message that is they're still there with me is, a mother messaged me that, Mehek, after my daughter has born and then she was diagnosed with diabetes, this is the first time I went for all my friends' trip and my daughter was not there, and I didn't even I didn't even stress about diabetes because I knew that whatever you have taught me is working. And you won't believe the age of the child was only 4 years, and mother was able to go on this 7 days trip with friend just because she knew that Mehek has taught us certain things and all we have to do was implement that. So the confidence in this mother to live her own life was different, very, very different. And a lot of parents have come back to me and said that we have realized that our life is also there. A lot of parents forget when the child is diagnosed with diabetes, they forget that they also have a life. So many parents, when they come back and they tell me that, Mehek, I have found that I also have life. Even doing small, simple things, when I ask them that, okay, go and have a coffee, you don't need to take your child along, just go and have a coffee outside and feel good about what you are doing. Because we always think about what a diabetic is going through or a person living with diabetes is going through, but we always forget what the caretaker is going through. So caretaker burnout is also happening. And it is very important to increase the confidence of the caretaker. So when I saw that mindset shift, I think that was the biggest gift. HbA1c, definitely, in terms of health and everything, I saw the best result in HbA1c. But mindset shift was my biggest achievement. And that happened because I was in the positive state. Had I been in that same negative journey of pouring from an empty cup, I might have not been able to achieve that with my clients.
I agree with you. It's a profound impact. People always forget that how a caretaker is suffering because even they are undergoing a stress. They have their own, I will say, demons to fight with. So I'm really happy, Mahek, that your whole program is helping so many people. We would like to know, like there are many people on internet who claim that they can help you and get clients. How you feel that ICE, we differ from the other people? What are the key points which you notice?
Okay, so I'll tell you. See, though I've not tried honestly any of the other programs, but one thing that I found different was, see, there's a difference between spoon feeding and making person independent. When you have a mentor who teaches you, that is, now that means I know what I have to do. I know what, like, it's not that you will run Facebook ad for me and give me clients. You taught me how to review Facebook ads. You taught me how to what all things I need to see in the Facebook ad. So that is what gave me better thinking or results, rather than I may be going and outsourcing it to somebody else. So I know now what all I need to see, what all I need to look into. So I would say the difference is making me more capable rather than simply outsourcing and letting things happen. That was the difference I found.
Rightly said, because we believe in independent thinking. We don't want you people to become too dependent on your course and on your coach. You should having your own independent thinking and be empowered enough to understand your journey. So now there are most people watching this video and they are like not getting the result like you were. What you would like to advise to them?
Yeah, continue following your coach. So
True that.
one thing I would like to say is trust, and like for at least for 2 to 3 months, trust and do as they say. If you're still not getting, then also you need to reflect on what values your own values are not matching. Because at times, we are, like in my own case, if I have to tell you, you told me to charge 35,000 and 45,000 also, but then you saw that I am not comfortable charging that amount, and you told me that, okay, may I continue with the same amount that you are charging right now? So so that doesn't mean that coaching is stopping me. It is my own belief that was stopping me. And when I reflected inside, I saw that it is my own thing. These are my own things that are stopping me. So it's very important. First is to trust the mentor and do as they say. Second thing is that always look inside of what is stopping you. Sometimes it's your own belief, and it is very easy to put blame on the other person. So looking inside is very important.
It's a
These two
very
things I
correct point, and I'm so happy that you shared, because sometimes it's easier to blame the other party, but to take the accountability on our own hand, it's very easy to
definitely.
blame. And somehow we humans feel when we start doing that. For example, there are two things: when we start looking for happiness coming from outside, and when we start looking for blame game from like outside. If we do
That's
both the
right.
things with ourselves, we will be better humans. I'm so happy, Meher, that you shared this point. I would like to know, most people who are watching this video are not a part of ICEx. What are your recommendations for them? What you would like to recommend?
So first thing is, I would recommend them to trust and join, because it's not a lot of money. First thing, I recovered my ICEx fees in like almost 2 months. So even before I completed my 3 months of ICEx training, I've recovered my money. So one thing is, definitely you will recover your money. So go forward, trust it, trust the process. Second thing I would say is, see, it is always like in my life, I have a very huge value for coaches or trainers. I have my personal trainer for my health. I have a personal trainer for my life. I have my personal trainer for business, which is you, Pragya. So I believe that coaches are very important, because when you are inside the game, there are things you cannot see, and you need somebody to look from the third person view. And when you go and you have a coach, you can always go and discuss. So I strongly believe in having a good mentor and a coach, which I got from ICEx. So definitely I believe that. Third thing I'll tell you, what is different and very important for me was weekly connect. Though there are other coaches where your coach will not weekly connect with you and tell you that, okay, how are you progressing? And you following up with me. Okay, even if you're not, like, I keep traveling, and maybe I'm delaying things also, not as fast as others are doing. But just that one message would always remind me that, okay, Mehek, this is still pending on my list. So three things that have been very valuable: one, coach, importance of coach; second, system; and third is the weekly connect that we have.
That's really wonderful. Thank you so much, Mahek, for your words of wisdom. This was really valuable. We would love to see you creating more records, helping more people with your diabetes educator program, and building an empire of crore. Thank you so much. And it's like really happy to see you where you are right now. Thank you. Thank you for this. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
अगर ये इस टाइप की वीडियो पसंद है तो चैनल को सब्सक्राइब मत करो. Click on my channel, see all the videos. If you feel like there are videos which can actually help you, then so click the subscribe button and hit the bell icon for the notifications.